Now, moving from something that's very slow to something that's very fast. You've already seen how the roller coaster was built. Now it's time to test it. And for this, I needed my very good friend because I was a little bit scared.
After 3,000 hours of hard work, with 700 tons of steel, over a kilometre of track and 31,000 bolts holding it together, the Smiler is ready to ride. So I've brought Helen along to see which one of us is the biggest adrenaline addict.
This is a world record-breaking roller coaster. 14 loops in 165 seconds. It's going to be mad. Of course we can. But first, I want you to meet somebody. Follow me.
This is thrill engineer Professor Brendan Walker. He is here to investigate how this ride plays with our emotions.
Helen, meet Professor Brendan Walker. How you doing? All right.
Brendan.
Hi, Helen.
You all right?
Brendan, well, kind of nervous, really. I mean, look at it. It's the most confusing thing to look at. What it's like to ride it, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it's designed to do. Just play with this real cocktail of emotions, which are quite natural to feel. So, do you fancy giving it a go now?
Yes.
Yes.
Go on, then. Speak to you afterwards.
Thanks, Brendan.
The ride is so new, it's not yet open to the public, so my fellow passengers are crash test dummies. And Helen, finally, after months of waiting, I'm on the Smiler.
What we're about to do now is the first 7 loops.
What?
The most in the world in one short burst.
I giggle when I'm nervous.
Do you? I wee when I'm nervous.
We're whizzing around at 53 miles an hour. The twists and turns of the track create a 4.5 G-force on our bodies, similar to what jet fighter pilots experience in flight.
After a quick spin, well, several, we're sticking to our seats and rattling around again, all in the interests of science, of course.
Brendan's hooking us up to a facial recognition system, which analyses our face muscles and reads a range of emotions. Do you feel alright?
Yeah?
You look cool.
Thanks.
Out of all of our adventures on Blue Peter, this should finally confirm which one of us is the biggest thrill seeker.
Judging by your face, Barney, it's no contest.
Yeah, we'll see. The Professor's helmet cam is recording every grin, groan and grimace, and when this data has been number crunched, it should reveal how much of an emotional roller coaster we've been on.
Right, my turn.
Experiment over, it's back to Brendan's makeshift lab for the results.
How can you tell what we're feeling by filming our faces?
Your face is made up of about 43 different muscles, and each one of those, depending what emotion you're sensing, is going to start twitching. So every different emotion's got a very specific collection of muscles. The computer is going to tell us how happy you are, how nauseous you are, basically how sick you're feeling, how fearful you are, how surprised, so basically shocked you are, and then how sad, so this is more to do with anxiety, but also how neutral your face is, because all the time you have a neutral expression, it's a bit like that. So a lot of the time you'll be doing that as well. So let's go for you first, Helen. So you reckon overall your most dominant emotion is going to be what?
Bossy.
Happy. Yeah, I was going to say dominant.
Let's see. Here we go.
I'm neutral.
So
I'm
neutral,
happy.
so let's ignore that for a moment, because everybody has neutral expressions. But you've got loads of happiness going on in here. Little moments of fear, a little bit of nausea, probably as you're twisting and turning. I mean, just look at your facial expression. But what you probably don't realise is there's sadness as well, which is a bit of anxiety creeping in as well. But happiness is absolutely the most dominant emotion. And all those other emotions of nausea, fear, surprise, sadness, very small. So for you, you'll be smiling all the way through that ride, and that's what we saw clearly in the video. Now, Barney, first off, lots of anxiety going on in here, and that nausea is bouncing around, but sadness, 36%. Happiness, only 5 at this point.
Feeling sad now.
Why? It's only a ride that you're scared of. That proves it then. The facial recognition test shows categorically that I am the biggest thrill seeker.